Last time on Oz Hour.
Okay, last time on Oz Hour, Frogman, Patchwork Girl meet. They are like, what the fuck? And he basically, honestly, I don't even remember what the fuck they talk about, so we're going to move on from that. Then they meet the rest of the group, or Frogman goes and meets the rest of the group. They all join that's what happens okay. Oh my god, I'm falling behind. The group of them all eventually come together, meet, try to come up with a plan of what they're going to do. Not Frogman. Who's the one with magic? Oh, the bear. Lavender Brown. Or Lavender Bear uses his little wand to look at what Ugu's doing, and Ugu is looking at them while they're looking at him. It was crazy. You should have been there. And what do we do? They're like trying to figure out what they're gonna do, and it's confusing and weird. We move on past that because it's crazy. Oh, and Button Bright goes missing, and then what else the fuck happens? And then Ugu, we get the story of him and where he came from. Of basically like, his father was a wizard. Or was a powerful someone, and then he ended up becoming a shoemaker because his dad just like disappeared on him. He has daddy issues, and he decides when he gets older, when he finds out that he has wizardry in his family line, he's like, I'm going to steal everything and study this and do my thing, and that's what happens. We're done.
What about the dishpan?
Oh my god! And the dishpan teleports.
Hi there, and welcome to episode 75 of Oz Hour, the only place where you can hear everything you never knew about the wonderful and strange land of Oz.
That's right. With the help of some alcohol, we will be discussing each of the 14 books in L. Frank Baum's Wizard of Oz series.
Today, we will be continuing with Book 11, The Lost Princess of Oz, covering chapters 20 through 22.
We're your hosts, Blake Stone
and Wyatt Swingham.
And joining us is our resident Oz initiate, Hannah Aguirre.
Ayo.
Ayo,
Hello.
girl. Hannah, you just played last time on where you recapped what happened last time on Oz Hour. How long did that take?
Minute 44.
A minute 44.
Not bad, to be honest.
Wasn't
I'm pretty
so
quick.
bad. So
I was confused during a lot of it.
yeah, you were going too fast, but I think
know.
all I really put down was like Frogman and Scraps realized that they both had magical items stolen from them, and they were both on their way to see Ugu the shoemaker. So that is what forces them to be like, oh my god, we should join forces.
Yeah.
Ugu the shoemaker's entire genetic line has been sorcerers, except for Ugu, it seems.
Oh, that's okay.
And then Ugu uses the magic dishpan to steal Glinda's magic, the wizard's magic, Oz's magic, and Ozma herself. But that is really all I wrote down, just because all those things are useful to us as we move through today's notes.
Yes, thinking about what's to come, that will all be important. But honestly, not a bad job.
No,
I liked the
good
detail
work.
you were including.
It helps that it's a double record day.
Yeah.
So before we started recording, we went We went ahead and
God.
whipped up some other cocktails. What is this? What is that?
Tonight, we are drinking 3 Charms. The recipe for which you can find on our Instagram at Oz Hour Podcast. It is a collection of 3 ingredients, which will make sense later. And it's not, I just made it up, so it doesn't do anything.
I'll slurp with your permission, Mama.
Yes, sir.
Why is it spicy?
The ginger.
Hot honey. Chapter 20. More surprises.
More surprises.
Hate that chapter name. I hate this chapter name. I think it's stupid.
Yeah, he's like, buy now, you get an extra Lost Princess of Oz 0.5.
Yep, that's it.
So the first day of Frogman and Dorothy's groups joining forces, it was pretty much spent just marching steadily along toward Ugu's Wicker Castle.
Yeah.
They're doing fine. They're making time. Eventually night comes, so they have to set up camp in this little grove, and they pass the night pleasantly enough, even though Button Bright's lost. So
Button
they're
Bright
like,
is still missing.
worried about Button
That's
Bright,
right.
but it's been a good day.
But yet again, as with every night that we've been informed of what this looked like, the animals are all in a little... They're just away from the people sleeping. They don't sleep near the people.
Yes, animals, give us nothing.
I don't know what... But they will give us nothing, but they're trying to give us everything. Because Toto, we're told, suddenly suggests that the shoemaker stole not only Ozma and his growl, but he must have stolen Button Bright too. And the Woozy's like, do you think he stole your growl? Why do you think he did that? Which is a good question.
Toto's like, if memory serves, I have a really good growl.
He's like, I liked it.
It's
I
soft,
liked it.
It's low.
If his growl was not stolen, I will
Girl.
flip your guys' coffee table over and snap it in half.
I am
the way
waiting.
we're all gonna sit here for 17 minutes and watch you figure out how to do those two things.
It will be difficult, but I will get it done.
It is hard because I really want the growl to be something, but like we learned last episode, the growl wasn't in the book, so I'm like, did
It's
he?
not.
Like he's probably. There's no way, and I don't know if I'll be
Maybe
more
he
upset.
accidentally took it and didn't
Doesn't matter.
realize.
But it's like, yeah, you didn't see the growl in the room, but what does a growl look like?
Exactly.
We didn't see Ozma in the room. We know she's lost.
What if at the end of this book, Ozma reaches in her pocket and pulls out the growl,
She had it on
and she
her.
gives it back
She's
to
like,
Toto.
"Thank
and that's
you-
why his
thank
growl
you,
was
Toto."
erased.
Yeah.
She's like, thank you, Toto. This kept me so safe.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. But at this point, the lion the lion says that, the shoemaker did seem to have taken everything that he wanted, but he probably didn't want Toto's growl. And Toto says that it's wonderful, and then he gets very sentimental about his growl. But he does think that, like, the shoemaker, maybe he didn't have a growl. He needed one. Like, he's making the math make sense. I'm not buying it.
No, he's like, if he didn't have a growl, maybe he wanted one, so he stole mine. And Hank is like, if he's stolen it, he's going to wish he hadn't soon. And Hank also, while he's running off at the mouth, he said, by the way, if he's taken Button Bright, he's going to regret that too. The Cowardly Lion is like, you don't like Button Bright?
Yeah, what?
But Hank is like, it's not about whether I like him or not. It's just that when someone gets lost all the time and then everyone has to search for them and then take away from the actual thing they're doing,
Oof.
it's actually not very fun having them around.
Don't make me agree with the
No,
goat.
right?
I'm like,
Right?
yeah.
Don't make me agree with the goat.
Yeah. And Hank is like, literally though,
You
Hank
thought
is,
this was Bilbo.
I get them all mixed up.
yeah. But Hank is like, you'll notice that I, for example, don't get lost. So maybe, people should like me more. So that's his insecurity. I actually didn't understand what Toto said necessarily in this section, because he's like, oh, like, if you were lost, like,
He's being a
say
dick.
it.
He's being a
I just don't
honestly,
understand
I
what
didn't
it
put it in my
means.
notes, but basically, Toto's being a dick because he's like, well, if you were lost, like, no one would worry about you. Like, no one would come looking for you. You would just be like, that would be a good riddance.
Okay,
But-
I see.
But ultimately, like, Toto's like, Button Bright's lucky. Every time Button Bright goes missing, he's found again. So it's
Yeah.
like, yeah, sure. He's making things like what's the word?
Okay, enough.
Inconvenient
Enough.
for everyone.
That's what the lion says. Sorry, I'm.
He
just
said
kidding.
enough.
But the lion literally breaks in and he's like, okay, guys, that's enough talking. That's enough chatter from the girls. Just go to sleep. Like, go to sleep, everybody. I'm done with this.
Also, I'm like, I feel like they should start getting themselves to sleep during the day so they have enough energy to fucking heist the place at night.
I think that sounds good.
That does.
That's a better
that Sounds
plan.
like an all right plan. It's just the meat people are useless at night. I mean,
Well, unless they train
literally-
themselves.
well, they can't train themselves in the next day. I mean, they're on their way to a castle.
This
to
is
attack
the
it.
time that they would have needed to do it, and they decided to sleep at night.
I mean,
Unfortunately,
I'm so sorry to disagree. I'm sorry to disagree, but I have to because I have morals and I'm a Christian woman.
what does that even mean?
I'm a Christian woman. What you're talking about is not of God.
Okay.
So they all settle down. Soon the entire camp is fast asleep. The next morning, they start out like crack of dawn, super early. And they're walking up this short incline for about an hour before they see like this low mountain in the distance. On top of the mountain, the Wicker Castle.
So they are finally in sight of it.
They can
That
see
is
it.
kind of crazy. I don't think I really put together how far away it was.
Yeah, it was still
Yeah.
miles away when they met. But it's still between kind of where they were coming up. So like,
Mm.
but it's there now.
And it's still
Okay.
it's
It's
in
real.
the distance. It's still far enough.
Yeah. And it's a nice looking castle. They're like, oh, actually,
They're
that
actually-
looks great.
They're surprised at how pretty it is.
yeah,
Okay.
Because
they're
it's
like,
wicker.
yeah.
That
I
is.
mean,
Yeah, that's kind
You
of.
ever
It
seen
is
that
crazy.
before?
It's impressive.
never seen a wicker castle.
For no reason.
Well, maybe later on, but at least right now, no reason.
Well, if a big bad wolf comes to blow it down, maybe it'll stand up.
Well,
Yeah.
funny you say that.
They're like, ha, you thought straw would fall.
Because Dorothy is like, I wonder if that's a strong castle,
Oh.
being as it's made of wicker. And the wizard is like, well, like, it's made of wicker and also it's probably made of magic.
It's fortified with magic.
and if
Like,
it's made of
it
magic,
could be made of paper. It doesn't matter.
yeah, it could be stronger than stone. It's fine. Or like it could be. And he's like, and Ugu is a man with big ideas. He's creative. He thinks of things differently than other
Yeah.
people.
Trot's like, yeah, like stealing Ozma. Nobody's ever done that.
Yeah.
yeah, he has really strange ideas.
He's done some things that we were never thought would happen.
Yeah.
Betsy asks a really important question at this moment. Like, Betsy's like, do you think Ozma's in the castle? And Scraps, our voice of reason, she's like, of course Ozma's in the castle. What kind of question is that? That's where we're going, isn't it? But Dorothy's like, let's ask the pink
Yeah,
bear.
I was about to say, let's ask
Let's
the
ask
thing
the
that
white
actually
pearl.
knows.
I'm sorry, the pink bear.
Yeah.
yeah. Good thing Dorothy's wearing the blue pearl. I mean, the fucking, you know what that is.
Strength.
The Gnome King's belt.
Yeah, it's like
Oh.
the magic.
She's wearing
the
strength.
name we do not say.
Yeah. Anyway, Lavender Bear winds up the Pink Bear and fucking just lets him go. And he says, okay, where's Ozma? And the Pink Bear reports Ozma is in a hole in the ground.
Around and around.
No, no rhyming in this one. Ozma is in a hole in the ground a half mile away to the left. Dorothy screams. But she's like, okay, if Ozma's here, great. Like,
Glad we
that's okay.
asked.
Like, she's not in the castle at all.
So did the magic erase her there?
Well,
Well, so we don't know.
Well, we
But-
don't know the timing of it all.
They don't even know. Like, we
Okay,
don't know,
okay.
they don't know.
Okay, no one
And
knows.
so, but they're like, okay, well, glad we checked before walking all the way to the castle. And the wizard's like, oh, yeah, that's perfect. Because if we go find Ozma now, there's no sense in going to the Wicker Castle and fighting Ugu the Shoemaker, which I'm like, your
there
bag
is.
of tools, the
Yeah.
magic picture,
He's got a
Glinda's
whole
potions,
Yeah.
Glinda's great book of records. You were not supposed to go find Ozma. You were supposed to find out where Ozma was and go tell Glinda. So why do they think that finding Ozma is the end of the trail?
Oh, Frank
Well,
Baum forgot he wrote that.
there is one person who does not think Ozma's the end of the trail. It's Cake. And she says, what about
That's
my
right.
cookie? What about my cookie dish?
Literally, the Emerald City
Literally,
the Emerald City people look at her like, what are you talking
They literally
about?
don't even know what she's talking about.
Who is that?
Yeah.
Like-
Was she
They're
with
like,
us the whole
Did you
time?
come with the frog?
what
Cake?
was that?
Cake is like, I'm sorry. Did you not promise that we were all gonna stick together? That you were gonna help me get my dishpan if I helped you find Ozma? Did I not let you use our pink bear to find where Ozma is hidden?
Oh.
So Dorothy is like, no.
Honestly, they're fucking. The Emerald City is selfish. Like
Yeah.
Selfish.
yeah.
Greed.
Literally, it's just all they fucking. They only think about themselves and what they need.
They deserve what's happening.
I mean, someone's gotta.
No, say it.
Yeah.
Say they deserve what's happening.
Someone's gotta. Can't make me.
Well,
Someone's
at,
got
at this point, the wizard says, okay, yeah, sure. Cake is right. Let's just start with Ozma. We can get Ozma because apparently she's here a half mile away. Get her, see what she thinks we should do. Like,
Yeah,
she's
you
the
know.
ruler.
the fucking prisoner in the hole.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
she knows what's going on.
at that point, though, they turn left, they walk a half mile, and they find a small but deep hole in the ground. So it's like a little tunnel almost.
They all rush to the edge and look inside, and when they look in the hole,
at the very
they
bottom.
don't see Ozma.
It's Button Bright.
Asleep.
He's just sleeping.
How do you get down there?
Well,
They're like, and also they have to for a minute. They're like, Button, Button Bright.
Button Bright.
Button Bright. Wake
Button Bright.
up.
He needed to sleep.
Yeah.
He's like, he looks up at them. He's like, oh,
Hank's-
found again.
That's
Hank's
literally
fucking pissed.
That's literally what he says. He says, "Found again."
Hank's like, give me that kid.
yeah, Hank is starting to kick dirt
him
into
to
the
me.
hole.
Yes.
He's like refilling it.
Dorothy's like, Button Bright, where's Ozma? Button Bright's like, I don't know.
He says, "Don't
I
know."
got lost. Yeah, don't know. He's like, I got lost yesterday. Don't you remember?
Yeah. But during the middle of the night, he's walking, trying to find his way back, and he falls in this giant hole. And they're like, "Wasn't Ozma in the hole?" And Button Bright's like, "No, I wish there was someone else in here. I've been alone. I can't get to the
The
top."
sides of the hole are like slick and smooth. He's
my
like,
God.
there's no way for me to get out. I decided I was just going to have a nighty night. Dorothy's confused.
Yeah.
Dorothy's disappointed. Dorothy's pissed. And she's like, well, I guess the pink bear just didn't tell the truth this time.
Which we have been told, and they have been told, that the pink bear, when you ask it a question, it always tells you the correct answer.
It doesn't know
About-
the future.
Yeah, it can't know the future, but it knows what's happening now. And it said Ozma's there. The lavender.
The lavender
The
brown.
lavender bear does not like hearing this, and he's like, "No, pink bear is always correct." And he winds up the pink bear, and he's like, "Hey, is this hole the one that Ozma's in?"
Okay.
And pink bear says yes. So lavender bear says, "Okay, there you go. She's in the hole." And Dorothy's like,
Let's
that's
ask
one
another
hole.
question.
well, literally, okay, so yeah. She's like, there's only one hole.
She's like, you and I can both see only Button Bright is in this hole.
Yeah.
The lavender bear is like, well, maybe Button Bright is Ozma.
So let's think about a time when Ozma was a boy in the past.
Dorothy's
my God.
like, oh, come on. Ozma's a girl. Button Bright is a boy.
So the wizard breaks in and he says, "Well, right now, let's just assume the pink bear's machinery is broken." So he completely diverts the conversation. It's not going to be
Let's
about
not explore that.
like literally we're not going down that road right now. It doesn't appear.
What?
But it is crazy. And he's like, it just seems like right now the pink bear is saying something that's just not true.
Lavender bear, full pout mode.
Tantrum.
Pissed
Pout.
off.
Yeah, not tantrum.
Turns his back to them. He's holding his pink bear in his arms. He won't talk to anyone. He won't discuss the matter further.
Yeah, he's done. Either way.
Frogman's like, well, at least the pink bear led you to Button Bright. Like, at least we got to rescue one friend.
Yeah, so finding the silver lining, thank you, Frogman, because, yeah, Button Bright's here. At this point, Scraps,
How are they gonna get him?
well, we'll get there. It's stupid. It won't matter. But at this point, Scraps has been leaning into the hole, searching for Ozma, and then she tumbles in and falls on top of Button Bright, knocks him down, but he just laughs. And so then the wizard connects a bunch of straps, I guess the ones from the sawhorse, lowers it down, and pulls them out.
Just
so,
like when they swung across those mountains.
yeah,
Mm.
doesn't matter. They're all out.
Scraps
Yay.
and Button Bright climb out. With the hole empty, everyone is staring into it again. It's like, okay, Ozma must be in there, but there's nothing to see. Before they decide to walk away, Dorothy goes up to the lavender bear and she's like, hey, man, like...
Can I just say, I love this.
It's what you got to do.
This is how I want Dorothy to be.
She was like, hey, man, like, we were so not trying to insult you. I'm so sorry about that. It's just like...
Oh.
But she's like, we can't believe that Ozma's in
yeah,
there.
she's
She's
like,
not.
We weren't trying
It's
to
like you
doubt...
gotta understand.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was like, we weren't trying to doubt the pink bear. Honestly, it seems like we're just misunderstanding him.
Yeah.
Can I
which
ask him?
love.
Can I ask him one more question? And the lavender bear's like, I forgive you.
Yeah, he's very
Aw.
reasonable.
And he cranks up the pink bear.
Yeah.
Period.
And Dorothy's question is Ozma really in this hole?
Pink bear says, no.
No. Everyone is surprised, even the Bear King. And she's like, where is she? Or no, actually the Bear King asks, where is she?
The little pink bear says, here, among you. Dorothy's
So
like, okay, just like fuck.
she
Pink
literally
Bear's gone crazy.
she literally says Pink Bear is insane. Then
No.
She
However,
punches the bear.
She's
punches
over. She's like,
fucking
Ozma's in the hole.
Yeah.
Ozma's not in the hole.
punches
Ozma's
the
here.
lavender bear.
But what we will maybe remember is that Button Bright was in the hole. It was suggested Ozma was in there, and they hypothesized that that could be Ozma. Button Bright comes out of the hole, and now Ozma's not in the hole. Ozma's among them. It kind of makes you wonder.
It also makes me wonder if she's invisible.
So,
Well, this is crazy. Your
Scraps.
mind is so 1917 right now.
Scraps is doing cartwheels, backflips, front flips, and she's like, maybe Ozma's invisible. And Betsy's like, that's it. That makes sense. So the wizard's like, well, people can speak even if they're invisible.
Because he's seen invisible bears, invisible people. If we remember when he was in the center of the earth, you know?
Yeah.
So the wizard
he knows.
looks around and he's like, Ozma, are you here? You here, girl?
And then-
Ozma.
They all start echoing. They're like, Ozma, are you here?
You
Like
hear, Ozma?
10 of them say, like,
Here,
Ozma,
girl.
are you here?
Oh
Here,
my
girl.
God, that's so strange.
But no answer is given. No one cries back out.
Cake is like, this doesn't make any sense. The pink bear always tells the truth. And the frogman is like, I still believe that the pink bear is honest. Like, I don't know why he's so sure of that, but he speaks truth. The frogman speaks truth.
Oh,
So he still
that's
believes
interesting.
pink bear
Oh,
speaks
yeah.
truth. So the wizard is like, oh my God. Oh yeah. That's right. Totally forgot. Ozma's a fairy. Fairies cannot be made invisible against their will.
Yep, that's the rule now.
Yeah. So Ozma couldn't possibly be invisible unless she wanted to be. And if she wanted to be, she would tell us where she was. So, I mean, hello.
Oh my
He says Ugu could imprison Ozma. He could enchant Ozma. He could transform Ozma into something else, but he could not make her invisible against her will.
That's the
no
one
way.
thing.
Doesn't happen. So Dorothy's like, well, he can transform her. Maybe she was transformed into Button Bright.
Button Bright, is that you? And Button Bright just laughs and says,
You're fucking losing it.
yeah, like, and everyone's like, no, like, he's like, I would not be enchanted. And even if he were Ozma, he would have, like, how would he have tumbled into that hole? He's like, I'm Ozma, and I just fell into a hole, even though
I
I'm
don't
a
know.
fairy.
If she was
somehow.
running away from a prisoner, she could fall into a hole. Or she was running away from an enemy, she could fall into a hole. Anyone could fall into a hole.
But the wizard says, yeah, Ozma would never try and deceive us. Like, we're her friends. Either way, at the end of the day.
Which I think is very interesting. Ozma would never try and keep a secret from her friends, and I think that's really interesting for later. But the wizard's like, it's a puzzle. Let's just keep going toward the Wicker Castle. Let's ask Ugu about it. He's the one who knows what happened to Ozma. Let's get to Ugu, get the shit back, and ask him
Yeah.
where Ozma is.
And that is the end of chapter 20. But before that, I just want to say one theory I have. As someone who has not read farther than where we are now,
Do you want to ask her?
Hannah, do you have a theory about where Ozma is, or how she is, or who she is?
So the reason I was thinking invisible was because she was technically erased, right?
When you did the enchantment.
Yeah.
So that was my mindset at first, but now I'm feeling like Ozma as the physical self was maybe erased, but her soul is just floating around somewhere.
Inside of Button Bright?
Maybe. Because he was in the hole at the time.
Do you think there's anything else Button Bright might have?
Oh my God. I literally asked last episode. I was like,
Yeah,
what's that thing that he ate?
yeah.
What's that thing that he ate? Oh my God. Is she in the pit?
We think so.
That is, yes.
We have not read it.
I thought of that the other day, and I was like, well, Blake and I are talking about, we try not to talk about it outside the actual podcast because it ruins it a little bit if we like already have the same ideas. But I was like, I just had this idea, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna have to say it because I'm so like, I can't believe I just thought of this. But I think that Ozma might be the Peach Pit.
Oh my
when you
God.
said that, I was like, oh. So, yeah.
You're like that. So that's, she is the peach
obviously
pit.
So yeah, I'm glad that you had asked about that last chapter, but doesn't matter. Well, it does matter. Or I mean, last episode. But that is my pet theory, and then also everybody else's now.
It better be.
I think it has to be.
If it's
it.
not, it won't make sense.
If it's not, I'll go crazy.
And that is the end of chapter 20. More surprises. And Blake, what would you surprise that as?
The whole truth and nothing but the truth.
Chapter 21. Magic against magic.
Magic on magic crime.
That is what's driving the
Oh my
magic
God.
rates.
So, at the end of the last chapter, the wizard was like, "Let's go see Ugu. He's the only one who knows what happened to Ozma. Let's go." Everyone agrees.
Yeah. So they roll out.
They take off once again in the direction of the mountain where the Wicker Castle is. As they go, they see that ahead of them, the way is getting like a lot more steep,
Yeah.
and
Which they hate.
they're heading toward this steep knoll, and suddenly they notice it's surrounded by a circle of flames.
Oh my gosh.
All of a sudden, they're noticing, there's like flames licking up all of a sudden, but now they're growing, and now they're taller than them. So it's this big wall of flames, and it's all around the mountain surrounding the castle. So they're
That's
like,
not okay.
oh shit. Scraps hates this, and she runs. She's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
oh my God.
She's like, this isn't going to work for me. I catch fire very easily.
Very
Yeah.
easily.
Which, just so we know,
and the bears too.
like last chapter when Scraps was like, all you meat people,
Yeah.
you're scared.
Oh,
Dorothy's
yeah.
like, oh, Scraps, you and I will go. It's like fire kills both.
Literally.
Sawhorse is like, I don't think I can do that. He
Yeah.
starts backing away. The bears are like,
bears, yeah.
nope. They
Yeah.
run away. The wizard has this smug smile on his face, and he's like, oh, Shoemaker thinks fire's going to stop us, huh? The wizard tells them that the trick is easy to produce and easy to destroy. The wizard's like, anyone have a match?
But none of the girls have a match.
No, of course not.
No,
they don't
none-
have pockets.
None of the animals have a match.
Of course not. They don't have pockets.
But Button Bright fishes around for a while, and then
In what?
eventually
His little vest.
he
all
finds
his
one.
pockets.
Oh yeah, all of his pockets. But eventually he finds one, and he gives it to the wizard. And the wizard ties the match to the end of a long tree branch, which he takes from a nearby tree. I hate it when Elfring Baum says, "Oh, and then there's this big tree next to them," and I'm like, I'm not imagining trees.
I thought they were on a
Yeah,
mountain.
Like, yeah, it's like they're on a big open
Exactly.
field in New Zealand.
And maybe that's my bad, but I am always picturing field.
Nope, his.
They're
So-
always in direct sunlight. In a
no
prairie.
shade.
So he ties the match onto the end of this big long stick. He lights it, and then he grabs the stick at obviously the other end, and he thrusts it into the flames like he's stabbing it in a fencing match.
The flames instantly begin to die away until they vanish completely. The gang is free to pass by.
Yeah.
Button Bright's like, now it's funny.
Yeah, I don't know why he says that.
The wizard's like, yeah, it was funny, little bro. Nobody would expect that a fire could put a fire out. This must have been like early, like fireman days. Like I don't like.
Well, fire still can't put a fire out.
You can fight fire with fire,
Oh, that's interesting.
but he tells them, he's like, when Glinda invented the trick, she didn't think anyone would ever consider stopping a blaze with a lighted match. But I'm like, why did Glinda need to create a spell that created large fires? Like maybe power.
That's why no one's no one
Maybe
will fuck with
absolute
her.
power corrupts absolutely. Maybe she was
Mm.
planning on scaring the Aussians.
I mean, that was a defensive tactic.
Against two. They had the fucking forbidden fountain.
After the firewall disappears, they all just march onward toward the Wicker Castle. This time, suddenly, from the ground, springs up a huge wall of steel. It's gleaming, it rises far into the air, and it is covered in spikes that are basically just daggers. Like, even if someone like the Patchwork Girl could, like, try and climb up, she would be ripped to pieces. So it's basically spike wall. And the
Yikes.
wizard's like,
he's so enthusiastic.
well, at first he's not. He's like, this is actually a pretty bad one.
Well,
'cause-
he says, "Oh, now Ugu's using my own tricks against me."
yeah,
Oh, so he's having some fun.
He's like, "Yeah, this one is a lot more serious, but the way to destroy it is to get to the other side of the wall." And Dorothy's like, "How do we do that?" And then the wizard's looking at all of them, and he's like, "Oh shit." He's like, that's actually a pretty high wall. He's like, the Cowardly Lion might be able to jump over it. And the lion's like, yeah, if I tried to jump over that, I would be cut open.
Yeah. So there seems to be no way to get over it. But Frogman, reporting for duty,
Oh, hop.
says, I think I can do it, sir.
Let's go.
It's
And-
an uphill jump.
Yeah.
It's a high jump. But he's a great jumper in Yip country. But he
Okay.
speaks honestly, right? So if he believes he can do it, he must be able to.
That's true,
And
yeah.
That is
and
true.
Cake is like, no,
Yeah.
yeah, a good strong leap from him. He's totally going to get to the other side.
Yeah, give him
Yeah.
the confidence.
Cake is vouching for him. Frogman's like, okay, what do I do when I get to the other side? And so the wizard is like, wow, great bravery. Does anybody have a pin, like a sewing pin? Or,
Betsy's like, me.
whatever.
I
Yeah.
have one.
Yeah, Betsy gives him one. Wizard hands the pin to the Frogman, and he says, hey, all you need to do is once you get to the other side, just poke that side of the wall with this pin. And Frogman is like, it's steel.
steel
It's made
wall."
of steel. And the wizard says, it just looks like steel. Don't fucking worry about that.
At
Just
this point,
do it."
trust him. He put out a fire.
Yeah,
Yeah,
do what I said.
literally, yeah. Fire,
So-
trust firemen.
But he takes off his jacket, folds it, laces it on the grass. He removes his hat, sets it down with his jacket. He puts his cane with those things. The Frogman backs away from the wall and then makes three huge leaps. The first two just kind of like carry him to the wall, and the third one sends him sailing over it.
So then he disappears from sight. And they're like, uh-oh, where is he? What's going on?
He's
But-
behind the wall.
He is.
He's got to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like where
Well,
you
yeah.
told him to
Like,
go.
He went where you told him.
It's like, yeah, you're not going to be able to see him behind the wall.
They're like, oh no.
They're like, oh, I guess he's gone forever. Hmm.
But it isn't long because then all of a sudden the wall basically just deflates in front of them, disappears. Frogman comes out. He's like cool, puts his clothes back on, and
Oh.
Wizard is like, "Thank you." Like literally, we would have been.
Wait, did you guys
stuck.
say that he took his clothes off? I feel like I
Yeah.
missed that.
Yeah.
It's probably when my drink was going like
Oh,
360
yeah. When-
degrees.
When you almost knocked your drink over, I then said it again after that.
Well, I didn't hear it. And I was like, why is he putting his clothes back on? That's strange.
It's just his coat and hat, though.
So he can
nothing
jump.
Oh,
crazy.
okay.
But he puts it back on. Wizard says, "Oh my God, we'd literally have to go back home if it weren't for what you just did. Now let's go before fucking Ugu thinks of anything else." But
Dor-
then,
Dorothy's singing. She's like, we must have surprised him so far. And the wizard's like, oh, yeah. Like, he does not understand how we're passing these things. But dude obviously knows a lot of magic. Like, run. The wizard says that if Ugu is half as clever as he seems to be, the worst is yet to come.
No.
and then the gates of the castle burst open.
Oh.
And an entire army pours out.
What?
It's an army of girl soldiers,
They're wearing
With
these
spears and axes.
They're wearing these ostentatious uniforms. They have spears and battle axes. They're all girls. They're all wearing these short yellow black satin skirts, gold shoes. They've got gold bands across their foreheads, glittering necklaces. And then they wear scarlet jackets with silver cords decorating them, which I'm like, tin soldier?
Yeah.
Like that just sounds like a marching band.
Also, it's giving me
General
what's her-
Ginger.
General Ginger.
Yeah.
Okay. There are hundreds of these girl soldiers, and maybe for the first time in an Oz book, L. Frank Baum says they're not beautiful.
Oh.
They are strong and they are scary. Like, for the
Orcs.
first time, there are
Yeah.
female characters who are not young and gorgeous.
Okay, yeah, we have to show everyone.
Yeah.
The soldiers make a circle around the whole castle, and they're facing outward with their spears and battle axes ready to attack.
And everyone freezes because they're like, "Oh, we weren't expecting an army." And Dorothy's like, "Jesus, like I didn't think that big of an army would be able to even fit in the castle."
The wizard says they can't.
Yeah, he's like, "It wouldn't. That would not fit in the
It's
castle."
giving Mary Poppins Castle.
or illusion.
Yeah, Mary Poppins Purse Castle. But Dorothy's like, they all just marched out of it. And Wizard's like, no, they seem to have, but like, there's no way that this is a real army. It's not possible.
And he's like, the Sarover of Hurku would have told us if there were this many people here. Like, he told us everything he could, including just where this man went. We would have heard if there was an army here.
And Scraps is like, they're only girls. And I'm like, okay, Scraps, you're actually,
Whoa.
Yeah.
while you've been right this whole book,
Scraps.
you've actually been pissing me off lately.
Yeah, it's not fun anymore.
So Frogman says, girls are the fiercest soldiers of all because they're braver than men and they have better nerves. So I'm like, oh, okay. L. Frank Baum called
We're
them
back.
ugly, so he had to
We're
do
back.
something about it. But
He said, "No, I love women."
At this point, though, they're all just staring at the army, which hasn't moved since they've set
They're
up their little perimeter.
actually
They're not
seem-
real.
they're completely frozen with their weapons held
Yeah.
out. And the wizard's
Just run
like,
through them.
I have never seen magic like this. So we're really like, the army may not be real, but the concern is that their weapons might actually be sharp enough to harm them.
Yeah, he's
so
exactly. The
they're
wizard's
like,
like,
what
it
do we
might not be
do?
a real army, but their spears might kill us.
They're okay.
So let's just like, and they, not to say they have time, but I'm like, okay, sure, take a minute and think about it. While they're all thinking about this, Scraps dances over to the soldiers. Her eyes are better than any eyes in Oz, as we know, so she sees something that's not quite right about them. And she dances right through them. Period. She dances through unscathed, unharmed. She's
For the
like,
second time in this book, Scraps just passes right through something.
yeah.
okay.
And she calls back, come on in. It's safe. It's nothing. And so they do. And once they all do, the entire army disappears into like a mist. Like they just
Yeah,
go,
Honestly, I feel like that's what I would have done.
yeah. It's honestly so boring. But at this point, they're basically at the castle. Like they're there. They're like,
Okay.
we've actually walked up this
They've
whole
done
hill
all the
doing
trials
this.
and tribulations.
Yes, and the gates are just open, and they're like, okay, we're gonna walk in, I guess.
They fully expect some other bit of magic to block their way, but honestly, they're at the gates. Like you said, the gates are wide open, and they fully enter the domain of Ugu the Shoemaker.
And what I will say is, you may have drank a cocktail called Three Charms. That was the Three Charms. There was fire, there was steel wall, and there was army of girls. And if you'll notice, the ingredients were hot honey for fire, ginger beer for the girls because it's like the army of ginger, and it was vodka because steel.
Vodka steel.
Blood Castile.
And Blake, that was chapter 21, the Magic Against Magic. And what would you in that?
I would call that old tricks.
But chapter 22, in the Wicker Castle. So the gang enters the castle, and immediately the gates slam behind them, and iron bars cross them.
Everyone's like looking at each other, but they don't really say anything about it because they're like, we're here. Why freak out?
Yeah.
Keep going. Stay the course. Save
Yeah,
Ozma.
they are trying to be in the castle, so
They-
Yeah.
yeah.
This is their
exactly.
They're in
whole
it.
thing.
they're
yeah.
just locked in.
Yeah, exactly. They're like in this square courtyard,
Yeah, because they're
It's-
just through the walls, right? Like
and-
they're not inside the castle.
Right. and ahead of them is the actual entrance to the castle itself, the main building of the castle. So in this courtyard, there's no one to be seen. It's empty. It's eerie how empty it is. But there is this big peacock sitting on the wall, and the peacock like laughs down at them and is like, "Poor fools, poor fools."
Capital P hot.
It must be. It
Capital
must be a capital
P-hawk.
P-hawk. But it must.
Frogman's like, "I hope that peacock's wrong about us."
But no one really pays attention.
They are
They're
just,
kind of just
so caught off guard because it's a liminal space.
yeah.
Like it's like a video game from 2003.
It feels like they're
like-
not supposed to be there.
Mhm.
Yes.
And so they're like, okay, let's just go inside. So then they go up to the actual building of the castle and enter that. No one greets them. Yeah. The wall or the doors behind them lock and they're close, and then a bolt like goes krunk, 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 and it closes. So they're locked in there too. And they're like, okay,
Oof.
cool. Double lock. And
Double lock.
they just end up walking down this like long corridor
It's
that like
zigzagging.
zigzagging, yeah. And then they come into this big domed chamber.
I'm really feeling like what I'm picturing right now is when the Fellowship goes into that.
Moria.
The Mines of
Yeah,
Moria.
yeah.
It's
That's what it's
very. It's
giving
actually
me.
very that. Actually, the last book was very that because Inga went into those whole ass mines, but
Oh yeah.
this is giving that more. But honestly,
well, it's like the whole group
I-
together too.
yes, and I honestly feel like he forgot that he wrote that book a year ago because I'm like, oh, the little pink bear.
Little
Oh,
similarities.
yeah, it's just one of those things. But so yeah, it's this. They come to after zigzagging through the halls. They come to this huge circular room with the super high ceiling that's domed, and hanging from the ceiling is this enormous chandelier. So first the wizard goes in, then Dorothy, Betsy, Trot,
Who
Toto,
cares? They all
the
go
lion.
in. Sorry.
The whole crew.
I only say who cares. In mine, I was like, it lists them all in order, but the wizard goes in and then it never comes back up.
He's just trying to fill pages.
So inside this large room, they see on a raised platform Glinda's great big book of records on a table. The platform's affixed to the ground.
Snatch
the
it.
table is affixed to the platform, and the book is chained to the table. It is the exact same setup as Glinda's palace. Ozma's magic picture is hanging on the wall above that table. And then, of course, like over on a shelf, like we see all of the magic potions, the chemicals, the magic instruments. So it's like we are in Ugu the shoemaker's room. In the corner of the room is Ugu the shoemaker.
Oh. I don't like that he's just there.
Me neither.
He's just stretched out, smoking a pipe. He is chilling, but he's in some sort of golden cage. Like, he's sitting there, and around him are golden bars. They're wide enough, so it doesn't really matter. At his feet, there's the golden dishpan. It's just sitting there. It's not doing anything in particular. But Princess Ozma, nowhere to be seen. So very similar to the visions we had prior. Ugu says that their visit is an expected pleasure. He's like, I know why you're here. I've known that you're coming here. I hope that your visit is going to be brief because honestly, you're going to ask me about Ozma, and I'm going to tell you, go and find her if you can. Like, if you can, yeah, sure, go find her.
Yeah.
That's literally all I have to say.
The wizard calls Ugu a piece of shit. He asks Ugu if he thinks he can defeat them just because he has the dishpan and all of the strongest magic in Oz. Ugu's like, yes,
Oh.
that's exactly what I think. I have the dishpan and all of the strongest magic in Oz.
I mean, he's not wrong.
Ugu refills his pipe. He's just smoking, and he tells them it's not going to do you any good to demand Ozma's return. I am not going to tell you where she is, and you are never going to be able to find her. Ugu also says he's not going to return any of the magic to Oz because he's going to be the new ruler of Oz. That's his new job. So he's like, watch the way you talk to me. I'm going to be your future monarch. The wizard is standing up for them. He's like, Ozma's still the ruler of Oz. Wherever she is, we are going to find her. What we're going to do right now is kick your fucking ass. And we are going to punish you for all of the wicked deeds that you've done.
I don't know why, but it's giving You Shall Not Pass. Like, this section, I was like, wow, wizard against wizard. Like, it's giving, it's just giving.
It's giving the breakdancing competition in Saruman's tower.
It is.
Mhm. Yes, exactly.
They're going to be doing death drops here soon.
Honestly, Ugu's like, okay, conquer me. Conquer me.
It's
Come
kinda
on,
hot.
conquer.
And he's like,
Yeah.
love to see it. Love to see you do that. That's fun. Okay.
The wizard's like, oh.
Because he doesn't know what to do. He's like, he doesn't say this, but he's
He
like,
doesn't have his little bag.
oh, he doesn't have it. That's exactly it. He,
How did he prepare?
well, so this is interesting. He had given the frog man this morning a dose of Zosozo.
Zozo.
Zosozo is the material that gives them super strength in the city of Herku.
All those people were super duper skinny
The
and they enslaved
giants,
the
the
giants.
giants, the giants.
Yes. So he gave because he has 6 doses of that from the Tsar over. He gives one to Frogman, so he
Oh
is
my
super
God.
strong.
This is crazy.
Yes.
Sorry, I'm reacting.
No, it's okay. Which is crazy. He also, what the fuck else does he do? Oh, well, basically the wizard is just also dependent on the idea that if the strength can't beat them, the magic of fucking the lavender bear better. He's like, magic, great. We've got magic.
That's
Let's
true, they
just
do
try
have
and make
that
that work.
wand.
Like, hopefully, but
The demon is coming out.
But he doesn't have an idea for right now. His concern is, oh my God, I need to do something now. I don't know what to do right now.
The gang is all staring at the wizard. Like, hello, idea time. You're the leader. All of a sudden,
Something interesting happens.
something incredibly strange starts to happen. The floor of this big round room they're in, it starts tilting. It's kind of slow. And then more and more they realize, like, oh my God, like, this is steep. We are sliding. They are sliding toward the wall because the floor has become so uneven.
What?
Ugu is in his little cage, but it's not spinning. He's just watching the show spin around him.
The whole room is spinning. Remember, they are in basically a silo. They are in this round room with a super tall ceiling with a giant chandelier hanging from it. Now they're on the wall, sliding all the way up toward the ceiling. The entire room is flipping slowly.
There's like this scene in Demon Slayer where literally they're like trying to defeat this like insane demon, and that's literally what he does is he like spins the room around and like makes different rooms and stuff. It's very much
Ooh,
giving that.
okay,
okay.
So if anyone knows that reference,
Al Frank Baum invented it.
DM me.
Yeah, that's from LFB.
So once they are like in the ceiling, remember the ceiling's domed, so they're like basically sitting in a pit. There's a dozen of them. They can't all find a place to sit. There's walls, so it's like, oh my God, we're all just on top of each other.
And Ugu is way above them now, and he's like, hey, like, the best way to conquer someone is to act and act fast. And you didn't
Yeah.
really do
The
that.
one who's the fastest will win. Flashback to this entire book where the wizard says, hold on, everybody. Let's stand here for 2 chapters at a time and talk about what to do
Yeah.
next.
the meeting, the
Oh,
conference.
oh, you have an idea? No. You have an idea? No. Like, he literally criticized the way that the Wizard of Oz did the entire book, which is like, Al Frank Baum was
broke-
paying attention?
He broke the fourth wall.
I don't think he did.
Honestly, actually, the way when I read this book, for the first time I've thought this, and I wonder if it's how he's done all of them, but it seems like this book was written like someone who's telling a story around a campfire. And then like as he like got into it and he got further and he's like, oh yeah, and then the Woozy was there too. And then, like,
And then
it
this was there.
it just seems like he's like he did not write an outline. It just seems like he
He had some
for it.
deadlines that he needed to meet.
At this point, Ugu says, hey, you guys can do whatever you want. I'm actually busy. I gotta go take care of business in another part of the castle, so I'm gonna go. And he opens the trap door and just leaves.
The trapdoor is above his head. It
Oh.
used to be on
Oh.
the floor beneath him.
But it's all
but
spinning.
everything's flipped and his cage was just so now he like reaches up above him and pulls himself up through. The dishpan that was at his feet stays
Still
in
there.
the cage.
Oh.
Scraps is like
God, but they don't know the word.
I will be God damned. That shoemaker, he got us.
He
He got me.
He really got us.
I'll be honest when I get fooled.
She's like, hey,
I got fooled.
fool me once. That was cool.
But so at this point, everyone is just like gathered together at the bottom of this dome. They're like stepping on each other. They're kind of getting annoying. And Dorothy's like, hey, yeah, it's cramped, but let's all be quiet and stop complaining until we figure out what to do.
Cake is like reaching toward her dishpan. She's like, "Oh, I wish I had my dishpan."
And it's like 40 feet away. It's in the air.
Yeah,
She
it's
cannot
so
get
far.
to it.
That's the first time she's seen it. But the wizard is like I wish I had the magic on the shelves that are also 40 feet away, way up there.
Ugh.
And Trot's like, can't we get it? Can't we get the magic wizard?
Yeah, come on. Where are the cheerleaders at? Fucking.
Well, it's funny you say cheerleaders
oh.
because there's a pyramid that's about to happen.
Okay,
Scraps-
there we go.
Scraps is like, the only way we could get those things is if we were able to fly. Now, I just need to say something. Because what I thought the obvious thing to do here was the gigantic frog
Oh, yeah, that just hopped
who's
over the
hopped
wall.
up on
Zozo.
Zozo. I thought
Oh,
he
yeah.
I thought he was gonna just use his super strength to jump up there and grab some things.
That really makes the
Nope,
most
That's
sense.
human
not
pyramid.
that's not what's going to be happening here. We're going to be doing a human ladder.
Yeah, human ladder.
I have to say
There.
that was the first thing that came to my mind. So
yeah.
me and Frank Baum have something in
Human
common.
ladder?
Yeah, you
Well,
guys are
I
on the
was
same
thinking human,
wavelength.
like a chain, like the monkey chains.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's kind of what I was thinking, but I was like, that's not realistic.
But
Let's
think about
say
it this way.
cheerleader.
They're not going down. They are going up. So you're assuming that Dorothy is strong enough to hold
doesn't-
17 people
It
on her
doesn't make
shoulders.
sense. You know what I would do? I would write it down, read it again,
And
and
go,
then be like,
"Oh."
that's crazy. Erase. Oh, the frog that I just wrote about 20
Yeah.
minutes ago?
Like, they should all be on Zozo.
Yeah.
So they decide they're going to stack themselves like a human ladder. So the frogman, he gets on the curved dome, braces himself. The wizard climbs onto the frogman, Cake onto him, Button Bright onto Cake, Dorothy, Betsy, Trot, Scraps at the very top. Even at the very, 'cause obviously the animals
They're
do
not
not
close.
partake. Even at the very top, Scraps cannot reach. So Lavender Bear, he's like, oh, maybe I can do it. He starts climbing up. He gets the Cake, the third person on the tower. He tickles her. He tries to get up. It
Not even
tickles
on
her.
accident.
She
he's
squirms.
like he's halfway up and he's like, I really want to tickle this one. He's like, no, it's his paws.
His paws tickle her. She squirms. Everyone falls on top of each other, onto a chandelier, onto the animals,
Oh.
in the little pit of the dome. It's super uncomfortable. Cake's like, I'm not doing that again.
Yeah.
Not doing that
Yeah.
pyramid act
But
again.
the good news is the wizard is like, that's not going to work. We are not going to pile onto each other
Doesn't
and
make
get
sense.
there. But he's like, Bear King, you've got magic. Help us with your powers. But the Bear King explains, he's like, well, I've only got a little magic. He's like, when I was being made, the fairies very, very secretly put magic inside of me. But that's the only magic I have. I don't have any other magic.
Okay.
But I'm like,
what
is
does
the
that
on-
mean?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, the only magic they could have put in you is the magic to kill. We don't know what your magic is.
Yeah,
Like,
so the fairies put a little bit of magic in me. That's the only magic I have. I don't have any other magic. So we know that you can show us what's happening in real time. What else can you do? Is that the only thing you can
It
do? Is that
must
what they're
be.
saying? So, but the Lavender Berry's like, you're a wizard. You should be able to do more magic than me. And the wizard's like, bro, we've talked about this.
Yeah.
I need my tools.
It's a little touch. It's a touchy subject. Okay.
The
Fair.
gang is cracking. Is
Yeah.
what's happening. And like Button Bright is like, please, wizard, figure out what to do. I want something to eat. And Cake is like, please figure it out. I want my dishpan. And the lion is like, everybody, hush up. Shut up. Give the wizard time to think.
yeah.
But it's
Scrap says that he has plenty of time, but he would need the Scarecrow's brains, which I don't understand why she says that.
he doesn't have enough brains for all the time he has.
No.
In the end,
Oh, God.
it's Dorothy who comes to everyone's rescue.
Okay.
Dorothy's ability to save the day comes as just as much of a surprise to her as it does to everyone else.
So
I'm
Dorothy's...
scared.
Dorothy...
Oh, you're about to be pissed.
I
so
have a feeling.
enjoy feeling scared.
Ugh.
Any predictions?
Magic belt.
Well, so Dorothy has been doing some secret tests with the magic belt.
Secret tests, which I'm like, why secret?
Why?
I
But
know.
ever since they started on their journey, she's been experimenting with the belt secretly. She's been literally sneaking off on her own to try and figure out what the belt can and can't do.
She has discovered many things about the belt, but she specifically and particularly has remembered that when the belt was owned by the Gnome King, he would use it for transformation.
True.
Thinking very hard, she remembers that those transformations were made, or how they were made, but that's not really what she's thinking about right now. She also found a new secret that the belt will grant you one wish per day.
False. No, it says she remembered that. And I'm
Oh.
like, no, that was not how it worked. But how do you make your one wish a day?
You close your right eye, wiggle your left toe,
Which toe?
your left toe,
Oh, okay.
and then take a big breath, and then you say your wish. Period.
So yesterday on their journey, Dorothy tested this. She's like, oh, yeah, that's right. That's how that works. So she secretly wished for a box of caramels, and a box of caramels
It's
appeared
there.
beside her.
It
So
appears.
she's like, okay, it works. So today,
Shouldn't share those with anyone.
today, all day, she didn't tell anyone she had caramels. Today, all day, when they were walking, when they found Button Bright in a hole and couldn't figure out how Ozma was also there, she didn't use her wish. She
You know,
saved her wish
can I just
all day
say-
long.
My wish is kill Ugu. I find out that my wishes get me caramels. I'm like, oh, and I get one a day. Okay. Tomorrow morning, 6 a.m., I'd be like, kill Ugu. Like,
Also, that's fucked up because
he'd be
everyone,
dead.
like the Lavender Bear, has been sharing his fucking magic and his little pink bear
Oh,
this
yeah.
entire
There's
time.
and they're all doubting him, but
And
Dorothy
she's
has
not
secret
saying
magic.
shit about
Absolutely
her magic.
no reason why she should be keeping this secret. Absolutely no reason at all. It is literally just Prince Inga all over again, and I don't know why he's doing the same book back to back. But whatever.
These people just
So-
need to talk. Like, say your feelings. Let's talk about it.
She has been saving her wish for the day all day. She's like, hey, something's going to happen. So now she decides it's time. I need to use today's wish to escape imprisonment. After we just made a human ladder and fell on top of each other, I'm finally thinking of this. So Dorothy doesn't want to get everyone's hopes up because she's not sure how powerful the magic belt could be. So without telling anyone, she tries to make a wish. So she closes her right eye. She wiggles her left toe. She takes a deep breath, and the room starts to revolve again.
Oh.
They are sliding down the wall.
Yeah.
They are sliding to the floor. Everyone is safely back on the ground eventually.
Except for Scraps.
Oh, where's she?
She's hanging onto the chandelier.
Oh.
'Cause
Idiot!
She got scared. Well, I mean, to be fair, the room started rotating again. I mean, she can't get hurt.
To
I
be
don't know why
fair,
she
you're
gets
not
hurt.
meat. Slide. You fucking do cartwheels on cliffs all day long.
True.
Dorothy calls up and she's like, "Oh my god, how are you gonna get down?" And Scraps just is like, "Is the room not gonna just keep spinning?" And Dorothy's like, "No."
She's like, it better not.
"I think it's done."
Yeah.
And she's like, "In that
Not,
case,
we're leaving you here.
look out below!" And she just fucking death
Yep.
drops from the chandelier.
Everyone
Okay.
scatters. She's like, come on, season 11, let's get sickening.
Yeah.
Everyone else scatters. She falls on the ground. They all run in to roll her around and fluff her back into shape.
Yeah, like they used to. Remember in her own book? Y'all remember. But yeah, they roll her out, and then I guess they're just going to be ready to go. But that is unbelievably the end of chapter 22 in the Wicker Castle. And Blake, what would you call that?
I would call that wishful thinking. Thank you for listening to Oz Hour. Please join us next time as we continue with chapter 23, The Defiance of Ugu the Shoemaker. Please rate, review, and subscribe wherever you listen to podcasts, and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at Oz Hour Podcast for the latest on everything Oz. Oz Hour, created and hosted by Blake Stone and Wyatt Swingham. Co-hosted by Hannah Aguirre. Audio production by Charlie Johnson. Theme music written and performed by Rudy Klobus. Cover art by Valentin Lucas.